Well, hello again. It's been about a week since my last post. A lot has happened since I came back from Florida. If you don't know what's going on, if you watch my last few videos over the past couple weeks, you'll know that I went down to Florida to get out of New Jersey's cold weather, and it was nice. I was there for a week, and I ended up having some health issues. I had to come back. So you will also know, if you've been following my channel, that I was in a small ProMaster City converted camper van, and it was just too small for having the health issues that I have, and the biggest one being congestive heart failure for 5.5 years now. So I was like, you know, I'm on hold waiting for a new van, and then I was going to have it built out. But I was informed after a 5-month wait that the vans are now indefinitely put on hold for the near future. They don't know when they'll ever be able to get the parts, the electronic parts that are supposed to be in the van to finish them. So for the unforeseeable future, they're on hold. And that's not acceptable. I need a bigger vehicle. So I came up here and I decided to go used. I didn't want to do used because I don't want somebody else's headache. They didn't take care of the vehicle, and you know, I have it in the shop every other week. I mean, that's just been my experience with used cars. So I went down to Camping World in Bridgeport, New Jersey, and they had 4 camper vans, year-old models that, you know, they just had extra in their inventory that they need to get rid of. So I looked over those 4 vans and a C-Class camper van. I automatically just said no to the C-Class, and that runs on diesel, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And it was kind of a wider vehicle, so I was just thinking, nah, I don't want to do that. So out of the 4 camper vans, I narrowed it down to 2. And then out of the 2, either one would have been great. I liked both of them, so I just went with the one that was slightly cheaper. I am now sitting in my brand new 2022 Ram Thor Tellaro. I think it's a 20 KT is the specific build. I am not ready yet to do the van tour that I wanted to do this week. I had to move all my stuff from the other van into this van, since I'm living in it, and I have to organize all my stuff. So if you just take a peek back here, if you can see it, I've got like bags and of stuff and all kinds of stuff that needs to be put away. I'm working on that over the next day or two, and then I plan on filming a proper van tour of this vehicle. It is really comfortable. It's really beautiful. I will say that I did have an issue. The alternator was not charging the batteries, and in less than a day I was going down to 0. They're lithium ion. And so yesterday I took it in, and I was actually just going in for something else because I had an appointment for this coming Wednesday morning for them to look at it at the service department. But while I was there and I explained some things to the general manager, he goes, let me see if I can get them to take a look at it now. I can't promise you anything. You know, you might have to go to a Thor dealership, I mean, not dealership, you know, like a facility or something like that, but, you know, let me have them take a look at it. So they had it for about 2 hours. I just sat in the showroom and just waited, and they finally came back and they said, you're fixed. It was a crimped wire behind the microwave, and I guess it took 2 hours because they were hunting to find out what the problem was, and they found the faulty wire. They replaced it. Bam. my vehicle now charges when I drive, or even when I sit idle, which is great because we've been having some bad weather and lately, and we had like 3 days straight with no sun, so I'm not getting any solar power. You know, I had to run the engine, you know, and to charge, and it wasn't charging, so I had no battery. I couldn't heat the vehicle, you know, stuff like that. So that's all fixed. I am happy with it. That's the Camping World out of Bridgeport, New Jersey. They took very good care of me. I will say that my sales guy was good. You know, this was a little blip, but it wasn't anybody's fault. It probably happened from the factory. I've heard that other people have had issues, you know, reading forums online, and also this is not an isolated case. Somebody probably screwed up at the factory when they were building these things. So the guys at Bridgeport, and women, took very good care of me. They did a good job. I'm happy with this vehicle, and I can't wait to get going back on the road. I got a few more things to wrap up here in New Jersey, and then and I'll probably end up, I don't know, it's bitter cold at night. It's going down in the 20s, but my sister wants to have me over for Christmas, so I may do that. But the sooner I can get on the road, the better. And I would like to, you know, head on out and see if I can make Quartzsite, Arizona. You know, they meet once a year, hundreds of people out in the desert. It'll be warmer weather. I won't have to worry about heating the van and using power. So we'll see. But I want to head out west, travel the West Coast eventually, and then maybe settle in the Midwestern states for a bit. I have to come back home twice a year, every 6 months, to see all my doctors, and all my doctors are on board with that. And then, well, we'll see where we go from there. So this was just a quick update about my upgraded vehicle, and my plan is to go ahead and once I get this thing organized, to start filming for next week's video, and it will be a proper van tour of this vehicle. So if I don't talk to you and do a video before Christmas, anybody that celebrates the holiday there, or whatever holiday you do, have a happy holiday. Be safe. Love on your family. Just love on your family. And I will talk to you next week. Bye.